A Real Pain. Today, I'm going to be talking about A Real Pain. Good movie. Good movie. Can I just say, the whole movie, I thought that was Macaulay Culkin, I didn't realize it was his brother until after I finished the movie. Please, movie fans, don't slaughter me for that. I genuinely, the whole time I thought I was watching Macaulay Culkin, I was like, oh, Macaulay Culkin. I haven't seen him in a while. Do you know what I mean? Mental. Anyway, for those of you who haven't seen it, it's a movie about two cousins who go on a trip that's basically to look at their family roots. They're children of immigration and they go to look at their family roots, and it follows their journey and the relationship between the two of them. It does so in a very beautiful fashion. I really thoroughly enjoyed that movie, actually. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. You know what? I've teetered between 3 up to 5. I keep going back and forth, and I just wasn't 100% sure, but I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. I actually thought it was really, really good. I'm going to call the characters by their actor names. I think their actor names is going to be easier, because if I call them by their character names, I'm going to get mixed them up. I'm going to call one the other and so on and so forth and get all mixed up. Although Benji is quite straightforward, but whatever the case may be, just to make it more straightforward. I felt that, first and foremost, I thought it was directed really well, and it's actually made me want to go and visit Poland, which has never been on my list of places to visit. I thought it made Poland look really beautiful. I thought some of the scenes and some of the, architecture and things of that nature were really nice, and it was visually stunning at times, which is nice. I thought I was going in for a comedy movie, that, a ha 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 kind of movie, but it wasn't. It was like a family drama between two characters, and it was about their relationship between the two, and it was about different characters getting along. And I thought that was done really well. I thought it was sort of written to perfection in the sense of the interactions between the two characters and how Jesse Eisenberg was able to bring out their personalities through what was taking place on the scene. You can probably relate to one or the other more. I kind of feel like I can relate to both of them in different ways, but definitely, I'm more of an Eisenberg. And it's deep, because there were times in that movie where I felt genuine, real anxiety, There were times where I felt real feelings, real emotions. There were times where it reminded me of real times in my own life. And there have been times where I've been Eisenberg, and there have been times where I've been McCulkin. But I think anytime I've been McCulkin, I've been pretending to be somebody, whereas I'm really an Eisenberg. And I think as I was watching it, it really made me understand that, and the depth of what that actually means, and the struggle. And, personally, just for example, watching somebody be incredibly charismatic and just comfortable in their own skin, when you are like you just want to scratch yourself out of your skin some days. It can be so awkward, and that's not to say that the other person isn't feeling the same way. I'm sure people, when I've pretended to be the McCulkin character, people have felt that way about me. But it's just quite deep, isn't it? And people who can just naturally make friends and just bounce it. It just, honestly, it just felt so real. It almost felt too real, and I just felt that was really beautifully done. It really was. I think the relationship between those two characters was just awesome, incredible, and it just really hit home for me. So I just want to say bravo to Eisenberg. I felt some of it was funny, some of it was beautiful, some of it was sad. It's just a nice range of emotions. And yeah, man, just a gorgeous movie. Beautiful visually, beautiful in terms of the characters and their interactions with each other. And it just goes to show that no matter what type of person you are, whichever type of personality you have, there's a darker side to that, and there's a hard side, and we're all going through it, and we're all struggling. No matter which side of the coin you think you're on is the right or the wrong, or you're looking at somebody else and feeling like they should be something else, or you should be something else. We're all going through it, and we're all going through it together. And I think that message was portrayed beautifully, man. There's also an element to me of appreciating it as a child of immigration. I would be like a 3rd generation immigrant, which is kind of, I think, what they are in the movie. And I think some of the themes where they touch on being a child of immigration, you really can relate to it, because you've got your roots somewhere else, and there's such a deep history there. But you are, for all intents and purposes, from the place that you're from, right? I'm British, really. I'm Jamaican, right, in roots. So I was brought up on the food, and I was brought up on the music, and I was brought up on, some of the lingo and the patois and all them things. But I was raised in England, you know what I mean? I eat curry goat, I eat beans on toast, and they talk about their grandma's journey, and I think about my grandma's journey and some of my family's journey in getting to wherever they are in the world, because, when you're part of that Caribbean diaspora. There's people all over, and we ended up here, you know, and there's a whole journey there. And I think of my grandma's life, and I think the way that they share the stories, because there's other people in the movie as well that have similar experiences, and they all share their stories. And I think it's something you can relate to. And just bravo to it. Just was a really well written script. It was just a perfectly well written script, man. I'm definitely giving it a 4 out of 5. You know, at one point I did really feel like giving it a 5 out of 5, and I don't think I can. I think it would need to have been a bigger movie. But it deserves all 4 of those stars. It really does. It really does deserve all 4 of those stars. Yeah, bravo to Jesse Eisenberg. I wasn't even sure I was going to enjoy it, but yeah, and it was just so well acted. McCulkin did a great job. Jesse did a great job. The supporting actors did a great job. I'm just really, really impressed. I literally just finished watching it just now. I'm in a good place with it. It's something that I'm going to sit down and reflect on. If I have any more thoughts, I will give them. But I just had to get straight onto this because it's deep. It's a deep movie. If you haven't seen it and it sounds like your type of movie, please watch it. Please, I implore you to find some time to watch this movie because it's good. It's good. It's not a remake, everyone. It's not a remake. It's a fresh original movie. So you can stop crying. Go and see a fresh original movie for once. Goodness gracious. Yeah. 22 reviews. Give me a follow.